Once upon a time, in a prosperous village in Africa, there lived a wealthy couple, Namdi and Nika, who had everything they could ever desire except a child. For years, they prayed, visited healers, and made sacrifices, hoping for the blessing of a child. Finally, after many years of waiting, their prayers were answered. Nika gave birth to a beautiful baby girl whom they named Lura. She was their pride and joy, and they vowed to fulfill her every wish, no matter the cost. They showered her with love, gifts, and attention, believing that she deserved everything after waiting so long for her. As Lura grew, she became the center of their world. Every whim, every demand, was met with eager compliance by her parents. If she wanted a toy, they bought her the most expensive one. If she wanted sweets, they filled entire rooms with them. Lura soon realized that she could have anything she desired, and this power made her feel invincible. But as the years passed, the consequences of their overindulgence became clear. Lura was not like other children in the village. She had no respect for anyone, neither her parents, her nanny, nor her teachers. In school, she would boast about her father's wealth and threaten to ruin anyone who dared cross her. "Do you know who my father is?" she would say with a sneer. "He can make you disappear with a snap of his fingers." Her classmates feared her, and even the teachers avoided disciplining her, knowing the influence her father held. But behind her arrogance was a dark truth Lura couldn't read or write. Her parents, so focused on pleasing her, never insisted on her studies. When her teachers tried to teach her, she would either ignore them or demand they leave her alone. "I don't need to read," she would say. "My father will take care of everything." Her 15th birthday approached, and it was to be the grandest celebration the village had ever seen. Namdi and Nika spared no expense, inviting the wealthiest families and their children to the grand event. The day arrived, and the courtyard of their mansion was filled with laughter, music, and the aroma of the finest foods. Lura, dressed in a gown that sparkled like the stars, was the center of attention. Guests arrived with lavish gift jewels, silk dresses, and golden ornaments. But as she opened each gift, Lura's expression soured. Nothing impressed her. To her, these gifts were insignificant compared to what her parents lavished on her daily. The joy she once felt from being showered with gifts had turned into disdain. One of the girls at the party, Amina, noticed Lura's sour mood and approached her. Amina was the daughter of a wealthy merchant and had heard tales of Lura's arrogance. Still, she approached her with a smile. "Lura, why do you look so unhappy?" "This is your special day," Amina said kindly. Lura sighed, looking away. "These gifts mean nothing to me. I want more than this. I want more power, more control. My father is no longer as attentive as before. He doesn't fulfill my wishes as quickly as he used to." Amina's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Is that so? Perhaps I can help you. I have something that might grant you what you desire." She reached into her pocket and pulled out a simple yet elegant bracelet made of silver and dark stones. "This bracelet is special. If you wear it, your wishes will be fulfilled." Lura, intrigued, took the bracelet from Amina's hand. "Is it truly magical?" Amina nodded. "Yes, but you must never take it off. As long as you wear it, your desires will come true." Without a second thought, Lura slipped the bracelet onto her wrist. A strange sensation washed over her, a mix of power and darkness. She smiled, feeling more powerful than ever. But as the days passed, Lura began to notice changes. Her parents, once so eager to please her, started to distance themselves. They looked at her with unease, as if something about her had changed. She became more demanding, more controlling, but instead of feeling satisfied, she felt emptier with each passing day. The bracelet, which once felt like a source of power, now felt like a weight on her wrist. One night, as she lay in bed, she heard whispers in the dark, voices that seemed to come from within her mind. They urged her to do things she never imagined, to hurt those who loved her, to seek power at any cost. Terrified, Lura tried to remove the bracelet, but it wouldn't budge. It was as if it had fused with her skin. Desperate, she went to Amina and demanded an explanation. Amina, who had seemed so kind before, now looked at Lura with cold eyes. You wanted power, Lura, and now you have it, but power comes with a price. You are now part of something much bigger than yourself, something you cannot escape. Lura's heart raced. What have you done to me? Amina smirked. You wanted control over others, but now you are the one being controlled. You are bound to the cult, and you will do its bidding, whether you like it or not. Realizing the gravity of her mistake, Lura begged Amina to free her, but it was too late. The bracelet's grip on her was unbreakable, and the darkness it brought into her life was all-consuming. The once spoiled girl, who had everything now, found herself trapped in a nightmare of her own making. The power she sought only brought her misery, and the control she craved left her enslaved. Lura's parents, who had once doted on her, were left heartbroken, watching their only daughter spiral into a darkness they could not save her from. They realized too late that their indulgence had not only spoiled her, but had also led her down a path of destruction. The villagers, who once envied Lura's wealth and power, now pitied her. They whispered among themselves about the girl who had everything but lost it all because she wanted too much. And as for Lura, she lived out her days in regret, a shadow of the girl she once was, forever bound by the choices she made in her youth. The bracelet, a symbol of her greed, remained on her wrist, a reminder of the price she paid for wanting more than she needed. The moral lesson of this story teaches us the importance of raising children with discipline and values, teaching them respect and humility, and of understanding that true power does not come from wealth or control, but from wisdom, kindness, and the strength of character.